Hi everybody, welcome to my PCT gear video. I think it's the question that I get the most often is, what are you going to be taking with you? A lot of people aren't familiar with backpacking and especially long distance through hiking, so I wanted to make this video to kind of show everybody what I'll be taking with me and all the cool kind of tricks that I'm using to save weight and space. So I'll just kind of get right into it. I'll start with right here. I've got my Trek poles. Had these for a while. As you can see, I wrapped a little bit of duct tape around each of them, just so that I have a little bit of duct tape if I need it. If I rip a tent, rip some clothes or whatever. These poles have been with me through my Tahoe trek, so I really like them. I like that they have these nice locks that that I can screw down to tighten if I need to. So it's kind of really easy to repair. They're really lightweight. I like the cork handles. Great pulls. Kind of moving up from here, I have my water system. So I have a 2-liter kind of bladder that I can use as water storage. Probably more for like dirty water. I have right here is my my Sawyer Squeeze water filter. Right now I have it on top of a 1-liter bottle, but I can also attach it right here and squeeze the water through the filter. Make sure it's clean and drinkable. Don't want giardia. No fun. This is a little backflush for the filter. Make sure it's clean and running optimally. Right here I'm showing about 4 liters of water storage. I may add an extra bottle or two in some dry sections just when I have those longer carries. But for right now, I have 4-liter capacity right now. But like I said, I'll probably add another liter or two. Over here I have my cook system, an ultralight titanium pot, really lightweight, good for 1-pot meals, mashed potatoes, little noodle sides, ramen, whatever I may need to cook. Here's a gas canister and my pocket rocket, fits right on top. Use the lighter to get that thing burning. I have my titanium spoon, long stem or long handle. It's good so that if I'm eating out of a dehydrated food bag, that I'm not getting knuckles full of chili mac, because that's not fun. Next to that, I have my little sit pad, so I can sit down on a rock and it's a little more comfortable. Really lightweight. Really has a lot of uses. People say that they'll put it underneath their sleeping bag or their sleeping pad at night when it's really cold. It'll reflect a little bit of the heat and give you a little bit more padding, like under your hips or your butt, where you might sink a little bit more. So it's kind of versatile, really cool. Moving over here, I'll go to, this is my tent. It's a Big Agnes copper spurred 2-person ultralight tent. It's a little bit bigger, but a little bit heavier, but I wanted to go with that so that I have the ability to take my gear inside if it's raining or I want to sleep with my food or something. So yeah, that's my tent. Moving down here, I have my first aid bag. I got some Leuko tape. It's this really cool tape that adheres really well to the skin. It's great for preventing blisters or making kind of homemade band-aids is what I did when I tore up my hips in Tahoe. So I have a little bit of gauze for that. Kind of put some gauze on there and then tape over it, and it's a nice little homemade band-aid. I got a couple adhesive strips, some Imodium in case I get the bubble gut. This right here is a little screwdriver and screws for my glasses. I just got some new prescription glasses, so want to make sure that I can continue to use those and they don't get busted on the trail. A little bit of hand sanitizer. Here I have a bunch of, let's see if you can see in there, a bunch of Advil, a little roll of Tums, and a safety pin. The safety pins, if I get blisters, I can pop them and then make my little band-aid and all that good stuff. So using that for blister care. Probably other uses as well, but primarily for that. Along those lines, I have antibiotic ointment, basically, what is it? Oh my goodness, I can't even remember what it's called, so there we go. Also got some Vagisil. It's for the chafe. I've heard that this is just the best for, when you're walking 20 miles a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, getting that chafe, that's just the best stuff for it. A little toothbrush and toothpaste and a little nail clipper. keep everything nice and short and clean. Oh, I just remembered. It's basically Neosporin. There we go. All right. So moving on, got a little pocket knife, got everything I need, really lightweight, really small. This is going to be my wallet, super lightweight, keeps, you know, a little bit of cash, card, and ID, real compact. My glasses, I have sunglasses and my prescription glasses, some wet ones for a hobo bath, little trowel for digging cat holes. I'm going to get a small roll of toilet paper, but just didn't put it in this video. Moving on to my electronics, I've got my battery charger, and then I've got a tripod and a little holder for my phone so I can take videos, take selfies. I can do like a delayed picture and set up a little tripod and then run off to the cool shot and get great pictures. I've got a 3-port charger for all my electronics, cords, headphones. I just got a new headlamp. It's pretty cool. This right here is the Garmin InReach. It's my GPS. It's a way to communicate using satellite when I don't have cell service. It's a way to kind of track where I'm at and make sure that everybody back home knows I'm okay and knows where I'm at. So really cool piece of gear, great safety item. I recommend it. Moving over here is my clothes. I've got these, they're gloves for the sun, especially in the desert. Don't want to burn my hands. I'll be using the Trek poles, and so I don't want to slather sunscreen all over it, so it's going to keep my hands from getting all burnt. I'll be wearing, these are like running shorts with a liner built in, so no underwear, but the liner acts as underwear. So 1 pair of shorts, my Columbia long sleeve Silver Ridge shirt. It's pretty cool. It's long sleeve, so it'll protect me from the sun in the desert. But then I can roll up the sleeves, and there's like a little like button that keeps the sleeves up, so it's short sleeve if it's really warm. I got my hat, and then moving here, I got a pair of tights or leggings or whatever you want to call them for those cold mornings, because those shorts are pretty short. So keep my legs nice and warm with those. 2 pairs of socks. I'll be rotating out either in the afternoon or every day, just to make sure that I got a nice fresh pair of socks that aren't covered in dirt and sweat. Bandana, a beanie, a buff. This is kind of a cool thing. It's just like a wool. You can kind of fold it up into different things. You can make a beanie out of it. You can use it for like a balaclava and or like a wind screen for my face, or if it's, sun's beating down on me, I can put it over my chin and my nose so that I don't get super burnt, because I don't really like using sunscreen. It's just, I get messy. So these right here are gaiters. They go over your socks and they keep all the little dust and dirt and pebbles and twigs from getting inside your shoes. All that little stuff starts to wear and it'll cause blisters. So these are pretty cool. Keep all the junk out of my shoes. Kind of moving on. I have some sleep clothes, so at night I'll be getting into my clean long johns, some nice lightweight wool socks, and a little wool shirt, just to make sure I'm in some clean clothes. I can wear them in town if I need to do laundry or whatnot, so it's nice to have those. Speaking of sleeping, here's my sleeping bag. It's all lofted out, so it's really not that huge. It's got my sleeping bag. It's rated to, I think, 10 degrees, which will be good when it's nice and cold up in the mountains. I do have right here is like a silk liner, again, to keep my bag clean. It's a down bag, so the oils from my skin and the sweat will kind of reduce the loft, and it will be less warm. So I have this to try to capture a lot of that gunk, plus it's easier to wash when I'm in town versus having to wash the whole bag. And here's the stuff sack. I wanted to have it all out, so it'll all fit in that nice little bag. Kind of moving back over here. Oh, this little green thing is my pillow, a little inflatable pillow. I put it out here just to show it, but I'll probably keep it in my bag. There's a hood, and it fits in this little slot, so I'll just leave it in there and ditch the bag, save the weight. And then this is my jacket. It's a down jacket. Had some friends leave some messages on it, so I'm trying not to zoom in on what they said, but it's a nice down jacket for when it gets cold. Over here I have This is my rain jacket and rain pants. Above that is my inflatable Thermarest air mattress. Keep me off the ground, keep me comfortable, get a good night's sleep. Right here, it's all going inside of my Gregory Optic 48-liter backpack. Super lightweight. Taking it on a couple trips. Seems like a good one. This is the first year they made it, so I'm a little nervous to see if it'll hold up the whole way, but if it doesn't, I'll just buy a new one, whatever. I really like it. It's super comfortable. It's got a lot of cool features. It's a little on the small side at 48 liters. I tend to overpack, and as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff, and so I'll get creative with how I'm going to get everything in there, but I'd rather be smaller than bigger, because if I have a bigger pack, I will find a way to fill it. So got to keep things light. And then over here is just kind of my section for like seasonal or sectional items. I have a solar umbrella for the desert, reflects the heat, gives me shade when there is none. I'm not really a big hot weather person, so that'll be nice to have some shade while I'm hiking or to take a break. Some lightweight gloves. I probably will start with those, just it's been kind of chilly lately in the morning and the evening, so a little pair of gloves to keep my hands warm. These right here are micro spikes. It's a big snow year, and so I'll probably be sending those out to like Idlewild, because there's snow up on San Jacinto. So probably have those early, and definitely for the Sierra, if not upgrading to crampons, but ultralight micro spikes in here. Up there I have a bug net. I might even just start with that. It's lightweight, and I hate bugs in my face, so I might just carry that all the way through. Definitely in the Sierra and Oregon, it's gonna get pretty buggy, so definitely gonna need that. And then above that is my Ursack. That's a really tough bag that I'm gonna keep my food in, and I'll probably keep the food like in my vestibule in my tent, but outside the tent, and so putting it in there just keep the rodents from getting away with my food. They can't chew through it, and it's, bears can't even chew through it, so I got to keep that food safe. But again, this is all the gear that I'm pretty much taking with me. Things may swap out, but this is kind of what I'm starting with, and just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully you enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one.